everyone, welcome back. Well, I thought I had the camera going and I didn't. I just got a new iPhone and apparently I didn't hit the button enough, so let me turn it around. I'll show you what we got going on. I got the top done. The back doesn't actually look bad. Where I removed that piece, I can darken that up just a tiny bit, this little tiny area. But really, it doesn't look bad if you're back here checking it out. I've got on my dirty coat of paint. And I have also done the legs. Got the front of the drawers done as well. Just going to let my shop warm up. I'm just going to let my shop warm up and then we'll get to it. Excuse me. Today I'm using a Behr cabinet door and trim enamel. Alright, so I'm using the enamel 99.99% of the time. I use chalk paint. I'm using the enamel because, for one thing, I'm using white. So we all know there's a lot of bleed through when you have white. And what I'm finding with the enamel, well, they also have children. So let's just get that out of the way. The enamel is going to dry harder. It's going to be a little more forgiving for bangs and bumps and all that kind of stuff. Also, when you're painting white, there is a ton of bleed through. You have to prime everything with a stain blocker primer. You either have to spray it, or you have to use shellac, or you have to use some kind of a whatever to block the stains. If not, you'll do 100 coats of white and the bleed through will always come back. You could do a piece a week later, it looks like a big oily mess. It's a big problem. So with the enamel, let me back up a little bit. So normally with the chalk paint, I could paint a whole piece in one day. Basically, you paint your coat, you wash your brush out, check your emails, chalk paint is dry. Boom, you go back over it and do it again. Same thing. You can do it 10 coats in one day. I mean, it's so easy. And if you don't like the lines, you can sand it all down. If you like, some people like the texture. I mean, chalk paint is a very particular look to it. So with enamel paint, you paint it on, and your brain automatically thinks, once you get to one end of the piece, if it's big, you're going to go back to the beginning and start over, because that's what you do with chalk paint. Well, this, you don't want to do that. You want to let it dry. I usually try to let it dry for a couple of days, so it kind of cures and hardens. I mean, it's not totally cured, but it hardens, and it seals in the bleed. So you could see the bleed, but it seals it in, if that makes any sense. So I did it on Thursday. Today is Tuesday. I'm come out here to do another coat, and yeah, let's get at it. I just got a new iPhone. It's the 13 Pro. Boy, it takes really good videos. I hate to have it in my shop, though, because I don't really want to get paint on it, but that's neither here nor there. I was going to use my husband's GoPro, but the problem is I'm so used to having the camera, I know it's not the right way to do it, but having the camera face myself, because I can't see, with the camera facing the other way, I can't see if, the piece is in the shot or not. So I tend to have the front-facing camera at me instead of You know, obviously the better camera is on the other side, but this takes really good photos and videos in either direction, so it is what it is. But I would like to use the GoPro. I would like to use the GoPro, but the problem is I can't see in it, and it has a wide range of view, and I'm not sure if I'm in it, and then maybe I recorded the whole thing, and then I didn't get, yeah, I don't know. Just not really, I mean, it would be ideal to have somebody else recording me, and then the footage would be a lot nicer, but I'm doing the best I can. I'm just trying to show you guys what I do, and if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to ask. But cut that. If you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Good way to grow this channel is to hit that like button. So enamel paint is self-leveling, but you always want to get the brush strokes in the right direction. I mean, don't be sloppy. When you do use chalk paint, you can really be sloppy and just get it on there. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to do anything crazy. Just get it on there. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this in the camera, but there is some bleeding coming through on this, which is very yellowing. And now we're going to hit it with a top coat. I'm probably going to do, because I can still see the wood through this, so I'll probably do a third coat and see if I like that or not. Because when it comes down to it, I want it completely white. She does not want any distressing. She wants it solid. So that's what we're giving her. This actually matches her dining room table. She has the top done in a brown and the base done in this creamy color. I just had it matched into the bare enamel paint because I don't know if, I'm sure Sherwin-Williams has an enamel paint or not. But I didn't. I just go to Home Depot. And instead of wasting all your money on a fancy chair, I just got a office chair. It was really cheap. Actually, this might have been one of my finds, but I took the back off. Boom. You got a little scoot chair, and you can raise it, lower it, however you want. It's fantastic. Because nobody wants to be on their knees. And we'll put this on a little time lapse, and you guys can have some fun watching it. If you keep a wet rag and you just go over this with a wet rag, when your paint splatters, you can wipe it off very easily because it'll be wet. See, like that. Alright, that's going to be it for now. Got this all done. Second coat. Let's let it cure. Probably check it tomorrow. Give it another coat. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next video.